Okay, you guys, I am about to record the last set of notes for the rock cycle. I am again about to record the last set of notes for the rock cycle. So in most of the classes, we started here where we were getting ready to talk about an igneous rock. And so a igneous rock or the igneous rock is formed from hot molten rock, magma. The igneous rock is divided into two groups, or can be classified again in two groups depending on where the molten rock solidifies or hardens. So an extrusive igneous rock is one where the magma exits and cools very coolly outside of or very near the Earth's surface. And so in class, I was telling the kids or I was telling the students that notice with the word extrusive, the first beginning of it is EX and exit has EX. In addition to normally when you're in a building and you see the exercise are outdoors. So just trying to give you guys a way to remember an extrusive igneous rock is where the magma exits and it cools, but it cools very quickly and is nearly or it is very close to the surface. With an intrusive type of igneous rock, it forms from magma cooling slowly because it is trapped deep inside. So inside, intrusive. Inside, again, the magma is cooling, but it's cooling inside or deep inside, and it's cooling at a slow pace because it is trapped. So again, the igneous rock is formed from a hot and molten rock, and the way it is divided into two groups, it depends on where the molten rock solidifies or cools. If it cools on the outside, it's going to be an extrusive igneous rock. If it cools on the inside, it's going to be an intrusive igneous rock. And so this right here is just talks about how one of the beaches in Hawaii, it has black sand, and it has black sand because two of its most active volcanoes spilled into the ocean, and it quickly cooled. And so when it quickly cooled, it broke into minuscule pieces, which are basically really small pieces, and that is now what the sand is comprised of. It is comprised of those little pieces of those little pieces. This picture right here is just another image of again extrusive being outside, so you can kind of pictures like it's like the outside of a volcano. That's what it looks like. And then the intrusive is going to be inside, trapped, buried underneath the earth's surface. At this point we had an activity where we did a little matching. Next, our final type of rock that we're going to talk about is a metamorphic rock. And metamorphic rocks are rocks that have morphed or changed into another kind of rock. And the word morphed just means change. Metamorphic rocks are created at convergent boundaries, which means they are formed or created when the two boundaries come towards each other or move towards each other, because that's what convergent plates boundaries do. How a metamorphic rock is formed? A metamorphic rock is formed with heat and pressure. Heat and pressure squeeze the sedimentary or igneous rock, and so then it changes to a metamorphic rock. So again, heat plus pressure and a sedimentary or igneous rock. It could be either one of those rocks, and it's going to change into a metamorphic rock. This here is just the rock cycle again. If an igneous rock is going to go to a sedimentary rock, what must happen? That igneous rock must be broken down um to smaller pieces through weathering and erosion. And then those sediments, those small pieces of rock, is going to change into a sedimentary rock by compaction and sedimentation. A sedimentary rock can change into a metamorphic rock by heat and pressure, and a metamorphic rock can change into an igneous rock due to melting the magma. So once it melts, it's going to become like magma, or and then it's going to cool, and then it'll become an igneous rock. Or again, if igneous rock can be melted, go back to the magma, or an igneous rock can become a metamorphic rock through heat and pressure. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the rock cycle notes. I will be loading this to my YouTube channel today. So be sure to look at the three parts of the rock cycle just in case you are confused about something or you was absent. So have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.